Yeah.
Update May 9th, 2019. I feel kind of sick right now. I was replying to your comments when my mom called me. I answered, of course, because I'm home alone, like most nights, and I wonder why she's calling me. I mean, why mom doesn't even know how to show up at my baseball games or take care of me? Why would she call? I mean, she took care of me at one point, but dad made her snap one day, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I ate this call from my mom and I answered it. I of course said hello, but all I heard was breathing. I kept asking if she could hear me, but just more breathing. I figured Verizon did their stupid glitch where you can hear them but they can't hear you. I hung up the phone and called her back. For once she picked up the phone and asked what's up. I asked her why she had called me, but she said she hadn't. I figured she pulled a prank on me and hung up. Not too long ago she pulled into the driveway and said that I had a package. It had my name on it. She drove off and I ripped the package open and threw the cardboard box into the burn pile. I unraveled the bubble wrap to find another box, a wooden one. This box was a long skinny box, and when I saw it automatically gave me the creeps. I hesitantly opened it to find a bunch of hay. Under the hay was a long ass scary looking knife. I don't know if someone pulled a prank on me, but if so it's not funny because the knife's rusted and not normal looking. It's got a snake handle and the blade is swirly. I'll take a picture of it and post it on my profile. If anyone has seen this knife before, please tell me, and be honest. And no, I didn't touch the knife with my hands. I have gloves. Update May 10th, 2019. Last night nothing happened, thank God. Except for that weird package I got in the mail. The only thing other than that set me off were the footprints circling the house. They stopped at every window. The prints seemed turned towards whatever window they were in front of. Yesterday it rained really bad, so it was pretty muddy. I've just got done with my working class and I'm wondering if any of these kids, or even my teachers, are a part of the cult that's been stalking me. It would make sense because whoever it is that runs this cult knows where I live, my mom's number, and my first and last name. Update May 10th, 2019. First, I'm going to state that we're talking about moving, like fast. Maybe within a month or something, but there's no telling. The reason for that is because it's getting bad. Okay, I wasn't home alone this time because I told my mom about everything that had happened. When my grandparents had to leave to help out with the food drive again, she actually stayed with me. She wasn't herself though, she was really quiet and paranoid. She would stop to look out the blinds every few seconds and always had a straight face. She freaked me out more than the fact that a cult was behind the house. She didn't say anything, and honestly I didn't either because she freaked me out. It wasn't until I asked her what was wrong that she said something. She told me that when she was a kid, the same thing happened. People would show up in the middle of the night and watch her through her window. Every time she told her parents they would get death threats in the form of letters and weird objects. The letters had personal information that could only be known about through stalking in them. I was really surprised by this, but didn't get a chance to speak because the song started playing outside. I knew the song, it's called Day of Chaos. I used to listen to it whenever I would take out the trash at night to make things more exciting. The song was getting closer and it wasn't the type of song you wanted to hear at night. My mom jumped up and grabbed the shotgun and I grabbed my baseball bat. I would record it, but my phone was on the back porch and there was no way if I was about to go out there. We shut the lights off and sat in the kitchen looking at each other. To be honest, it was the scariest experience of my life. My heart dropped because I heard a creaky noise in the garage that's connected to our kitchen. The music followed with it until it was at the door which separated us from the garage. My mom pointed the gun at the door and leaned her back against the wall. Her face was straight and determined. I'm sure mine wasn't. This silence went on for about a good solid hour. Neither of us moved and I could see the gun in my mom's hand start shaking. She kept glancing at the window above the sink. I did too, but most of the time my eyes were on the door. All of a sudden I felt the world stop, or at least I thought I did. The music stopped playing and my fear dropped a little bit. My mind wasn't as clogged up anymore without the music and I started thinking. My stupid ass self then remembered about the backroom window. It was open. I screamed to get out of the house and my mom didn't hesitate to jump up and book it for the door. It was all kind of a blur at that point because I swiftly swung open the door and dove through the car window. It wasn't as cool as it sounds because it hurt, but it might have saved me. My mom swung around the other side of the car and got into the driver's seat, slamming the door. We tore out of the driveway, but of course I had to look at the house on my way out. I know this next part may sound made up, but I swear it's true. I looked at the house and saw the tall man with the deer skull on his face standing on the fucking roof. A shorter man with a hood over his face pulled another hooded man out of the fucking chimney. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, and no one will ever believe me, Mom. I also saw another hooded man peering at us through the back door window in the house. I saw all this in a blur, so there could have been more, but I didn't care. We're still driving now and I don't know where we are going, but we're going somewhere. Somewhere safe. I hope this is the end of my story. If I make another update, it's probably not going to be pretty. If anyone wants to check this out, feel free, I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Private message me if you're willing to look at them. I offered to call the cops, but my mom said that she tried that when she was a kid. They always come back for you if you call the cops, and the cops might even be in on it. I will reply to comments the best I can for anyone that has questions. Just don't ask me to go back there because I'm not doing it. For r/Nesleep, this was written on r/scary stories, but now that I'm hopefully done with this bullshit, I'm going to post it here to try and get some people to read this and seriously be careful about cults. This stuff does exist and this is a true story, even though it sounds like an episode from Stranger Things. If you don't believe it, that's fine, but hopefully the thought of this story will stick to the back of your mind the next time you're exploring the country. Be careful. Lastly, be like this guy and learn karate. He ain't playing. I need to meet him because I need to learn to do that for all y'all stalkers. He's my bodyguard. I'm lying, but I would hire him on the spot, like on the spot where he stands.